Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Econobox garage. In this video, I am going to be replacing the headlights and aiming them. Now, in the earlier short, which I'll put a link up above to, I explained about what these little holes underneath the headlights are. And I am going to put those to use today. So before I do anything else, I'm going to remove the outer trim rings, and that'll give me access to any adjustments I need to make. So let's open up the bonnet and get those screws out. Well, it's a little tough to see, but if we get through that hole, see if I can find the screw. Should be able to see a little screw there, so I'm going to pull that screw out, and that will allow me to remove that trim ring. Okay, now I've got the trim rings off, and if you look at the trim ring here, there's that hole where the screw goes through, or you access that hole through this hole here, and then the screw just goes into the housing for the headlights. Now I'm currently running a replica of a Lucas PL400, I believe it's a PL400, or a Lucas PL tripod headlight lens with H4 bulbs in them. Now those are a replica. I was fortunate to find a set of original Lucas Carello headlight lenses with the what's called the ultra quartz bulb. So these are probably from about 30 to 40 years ago. From what I understand, this Carello lens was used in a lot of higher end cars. I don't know if it's an upgrade or not, but I've decided to install these instead of the replica of the earlier ones. So as you've already seen, I've got the trim rings off. So next, I'm going to show you how to replace the headlight. Now, to remove the headlights from the housing, there are 3 screws. There's one here, one over here, and then one down underneath here. And the trick is just to loosen these off. Don't need to take them all the way out. Then the last one down here. So I've got those loosened off. So now you can actually just turn this ring around because the holes are slotted, and hopefully, no, you know what? I didn't use the original screws, so it looks like I've got to pull those right out because the heads are too big to fit through the holes. Not to worry, it's fairly straightforward. So I'll put these all the way out. And get the bottom one. There we go. So that ring just comes right off. And you can see what I mean. It's got the slot and that, but my screws are just a little bit too big to fit through. I'll put that aside. And then the headlight will pop right out. And we can unplug it. That came off a little easier than I thought it would. Okay, so we'll put that aside. And here's one of the Lucas Carello headlamps. You can see it's got the Carello text in here. And there's only one way that these will go in. You can see the notches in the bucket here, and those aligned with those tabs. But first of all, of course, we've got to plug it in. Okay, that's plugged in. And then we'll put this in a spot. Get our ring. Put that on. And then get our screws. get them started, at least. I'm still going to turn this to make sure the slot's right. I mean, we're going to get a longer screwdriver, I think. No, maybe not. I think I'm going to have to. There we go. I'll tighten this bottom one up. So I think almost the trickiest part of this is getting the bottom screw out to get the trim ring off. There we go. And that's that one on. And then I'll just repeat the process for the one on the other side. Put it in the hole there. And put our ring on. Oh. Now there is only one way these can go on. And I don't know whether you can see there, but there is a hole at the bottom. Or there's a hole in the ring, and that goes at the bottom, so it acts like a little drain hole. So now this will go up, and the slots will align with the holes. There, we got that one tightened up. That one tightened up. And that one tightened up. All right. So let's fire the car up and get the, see how those look. Now that's with the new headlights in, and I'll show a before picture up in the corner here to show you how much better those distinctions are, or how more crisp the brake is there. Now the next thing I have to do is align the headlights, and I'll just turn everything off and show you how you need to do that. Now I've got the headlights turned on, and you can see that there's a definite kick. Let's get back a little further here. You see there's a kick up to the right. So what I'm going to try and do is align that, or aim the headlights so we're not going to be blinding oncoming traffic. There's a way to do this quite easily when you've got 25 feet but from the headlights to the surface, but I've only got about 15 feet right now. So I'll just do the best I can to do it. So basically what I need to do is determine if I've got the horizontal cut off at the right spot, and then the kick up should be right in line with the center of the headlight. Now to adjust these, I'll just turn these off for now. On some Sprites, there's 3 adjusting screws, but on this one, there are only 2. There's one at the top. Actually, let's do that on this headlight. So if you screw this top one in, it tilts the headlight backwards. If you screw it out, it tilts it forwards at the top. And essentially the same for the one on the side. Screw it in, and it tilts it, points the headlight more to the right. And if you unscrew it, it points it more to the left. I know that my headlights are about 25 3/4 of an inch off the floor. I've adjusted my wall, so to speak, and I've marked where the center of the headlights are. Car's parallel to this wall, so I just measured basically from the wall over to the center, and the headlights are 25 inches apart, and then 25 3/4 off the floor is where the center line of the headlights is. And I put the tape at the top of the tape is at that 25 3/4. So when I aim the headlights, the cutoff should be either at or just below that line. And then when it goes up to the right, it'll come right from the corner of where the tapes cross. So let's get the headlights turned on and then see where we're at, and we'll do one at a time. Okay, I'm going to do one headlight at a time. Actually, I might turn off these other lights here. So let's cover up the driver's side headlight. And then you can see my horizontal is quite a bit lower than that, and that's right where the cutoff comes up. So I've got to move that spot up to there. All right, so I've got to move the right-hand side headlight has to go up. So the top screw has to go in. You see that come up there? So I'm going to put it right at the bottom of that tape. And I'm going to move this. Now I have to move that kick up to the left, which means I have to screw turn the screw out. So right about there. So that's that side done. We'll flip it to the other side. Well, that wraps up this video in the Econobox garage. Thanks for joining me. I've taken the car out for a spin in the dark, and the headlights are definitely better than what they were before. The tripod ones seem to be a little blurry, if that's the right word to use, whereas these Lucas Carellos seem to be a lot more crisp. Now I know the alignment has a lot to do with that. And speaking of the alignment, what I've done in this video is a stopgap measure until I get the opportunity to aim them properly. But for the amount of time I'm driving at night, I think that'll do for now. If you'd like to see where this project all started, I'll put a link to that video up in the top corner. And if you want to catch up on a previous video, there'll be a link to that one down in the bottom corner. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to share it with your friends. Leave a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget that little bell icon. Click on that and you'll get notified when the next video comes out. My name is Ian. This is the Econobox Garage. We'll see you next time.